Tell everybody I'm on my way. New friends and new places to see. Hello, it's Taylor here today with Magic, and for today's video is going to be part 2 of reading of Brother Bear. So this video request was by William Harding. I'll leave his channel name right here and also leave it in the description down below for you all as well. Without further ado, let's get started. Here's the next page. Exhage. Denahi dragged himself onto a cliff top. Immediately he saw a bear standing among the remains of Kenai's clothes. It was Kenai, but Denahi didn't know that. Kenai, now fully formed into a bear, tried to speak, but the only sound he could make was a growl. A lightning bolt struck the earth between the two, and Kenai fell backwards over the cliff into the water. Remembering his little brother's words, Denahi picked up Kenai's spear. His eyes darkened in anger as he vowed to avenge his two brothers' deaths. Next page looks like. When Kenai woke up, Tina was with him. He tried to tell her everything at once, but all Tina could hear was growling. "Kenai, honey, I don't speak bear," she said. Kenai saw his reflection in the water. He investigated his strange new body. He was a bear. Ah! Sika must have something really big planned for you. You're going to get a whole new perspective on things, Tina said. If you want to change, go to the mountain where the lights touch the earth. Then Tina vanished. Here's what the next page looks like. Kenai heard voices nearby. They were chatting about a seed or some such nonsense. Kenai put his head around a rock and saw two squirrels. It was difficult to say who was more surprised, Kenai by the sight of talking squirrels, or the squirrels by the sudden appearance of an enormous bear. "How you do that?" Kenai asked the squirrels. The squirrels screamed and bolted for safety. A family of geese flew overhead in a V pattern, chatting. "Hey, wait! Come back!" yelled Kenai, but the geese ignored him and flew on. Here's what the next page looks like. The next animals Kenai encountered were two moose named Rut and Took. The two couldn't concentrate long enough to decide whether to run away from the enormous bear or to know about who would taste better. "I'm not eating anybody," Kenai assured them. "That's mighty decent of you." "Yes," said the two moose. "I'm a man," explained Kenai. "I was transformed into a bear, magically, by my brother." Naturally, the moose assumed that Kenai was crazy. Kenai turned to leave. "Oh, I wouldn't go that way," Ina said, but he couldn't quite remember why. Here's what the next page looks like. yelled Kenai. His leg was caught in a trap, and he was flung high into the air. He bobbed around with his head banging against rocks, trees, and the ground. The moose left Kenai hanging there as a small bear cub popped out of the bushes. "Are there any hunters around?" the little bear asked. His name was Koda. Koda started hitting Kenai with a stick, trying to help him get down. It's no use. The only way to get down is to chew your own foot off, said Koda. Kenai refused all Koda's offers of help. Here's what the next page looks like. Time passed. Kenai was exhausted. Koda sat nearby, telling Kenai every last boring detail of his life. My eyes were watery, and my tongue was swollen, and from that moment I was more careful about what I licked. Finally, Kenai made a deal with Koda. If Koda could release him from the snare, Kenai would accompany him on his way to the salmon run. Kenai had little faith in Koda's abilities, so it was a shock when the little bear simply kicked out the peg holding the snare rope, flinging Kenai high into the air. Here's what the next page looks like. Immediately, Koda smelled danger. "Run!" he gasped and disappeared into the woods. Denahi suddenly appeared. Kenai was so relieved to see his brother after all the trouble he'd been having. "You won't believe what a nightmare this has been," he said to his brother. But all Denahi saw was a huge bear walking towards him, growling. Denahi, sorry. Denahi gasped at Kenai with his spear, and Kenai had no option but to run off into the woods to safety. Here's what the next page looks like. Kenai burst from the forest and tumbled straight into an enormous geyser. He hid inside an ice cave where he thought he was safe, but then a shadow passed over him. It was Denahi, visible as a blur through the cave's ice cling. Kenai was startled by a noise from behind. Is he gone? It was Koda again. Kenai held Koda's mouth shut until Denahi had gone. "Why he's chasing me?" asked Kenai. "That's what they do," replied Koda. Here's the next page. When Kenai admitted to leave on his own, Koda protects, "But you pinky saw." "Yeah, well, things change." "See you, kid," replied Kenai. Wait, the truth is, I got separated from my mom, said Koda, sounding frightened. He talked about the salmon run. Every night we watched the lights touch the mountain. Kenai was suddenly interested. That was where Tina had said he should go to become human again. Kenai agreed to go with Koda to the salmon run. The next page. The next morning, Koda played with his strange reflections in a sheet of ice and talked about his mum. Tina didn't want to hear Koda's story of how he became separated from his mother. So Koda began to sing. Tell everybody I'm on my way, new friends and new places to see, sang Koda. And I can't keep this smile on my face. He skipped meanly along, chatting with the other animals and nibbling berries. Kenai just saw. He felt he had more important things to do than play babysitter. Here's the next page. Koda was still singing happily that evening. He was rather pleased to have found a new companion and friend, and to sleep under the stars. Who could ask for more? With the moon keeping watching over me. The following day, Koda hung over a ledge held up by the wind. Kenai copied him. They had great fun until the wind suddenly dropped, sending both bears falling into a muddy puddle below. They laughed to see each other look so ridiculous. So that was part 2 of Brother Bear. Part 3 will be uploaded next week, so stay tuned for that. Let me know in the comments down below what your favourite part of this video was. Thank you all so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you all for next video. Bye!